So throughout this course, I'm going to share many different books about writing with you, and a lot of advice from different writers and different teachers of writing. So just like we might use different texts with children as mentor texts to help them learn, I'm going to be using different books and texts with you as a way to help you learn and develop your identity as writers and as teachers of writing. So the book that I'm sharing right now is by Ralph Fletcher, and it's The Writing Teacher's Companion. Ralph Fletcher is a writer, and he also writes a lot of books about writing, a lot of books. So I found many of his books to be really useful. And the central premise of this book is really, really simple. And I think it's an important message for you all. And he just says, right at the beginning, your students need to write every day. It's a simple idea. Your students need to write every day. So really, when we are thinking about our classrooms, a really important part of teaching writing is making time for writing. Making time, and later on I'm going to talk much more about different structures that we can use for teaching writing. But I just want you to really let that central idea sink into your head, right? You need to make time. If you want your students to be fluent writers, to be powerful writers, to be confident writers, to write in different contexts, to write in different genres, you have to give that time and space in your classroom. So that is a really essential message that I want you all to start off with and come out of this course with. You need to give your students in the classroom time for writing. And then Ralph Fletcher talks about these helpful attitudes. I'm thinking about these kind of your identity as a writer, your mindset as a writer. Like, how are you starting off the year? This is the beginning of the school year, right? Exciting time. How are you starting that? And it's interesting because he doesn't sort of talk about go right into talking about how to set up your classroom and what you need to teach and all of those things. But he talks about helpful attitudes, and I'm just going to share what he says because I think it's powerful. So, camels drink up water and store it in their humps before beginning a long journey. Okay, so what provisions should you pack in your hump as you prepare for the long trek from September or from August to June? Make sure you pack, right? First thing, his advice, first thing, sense of humor. Expect to laugh a lot, because kids' writing can be delightful. Even their mistakes can be pretty hysterical. I always look forward to that when I meet with young writers, knowing for certain that my funny bone will get tickled. So you're going to need your sense of humor. What else are you going to need? He suggests a sense of adventure. You and your students are embarking on a voyage, and a true journey always contains unexpected twists and turns. As a writing teacher, you start with a rough idea of which direction you want to take, but the only true maps are sketchy ones, containing lots of unexplored territory. You're also going to need a sense of curiosity. So important for teaching and for learning, right? Strong writing feels personal because it is. Your students' daily writing will give you a window into who they are. It will give you a unique opportunity to get to know each one of them, their passions, their quirks, their obsessions, like nothing else in the curriculum. It has been said that having expectations can be dangerous, and perhaps that's true, but I believe you should go into the school year with your eyes wide open. Be realistic. You'll have a much smoother year if you expect. Okay, here's some important things to expect. Imperfection. Sorry, but you won't be the perfect writing teacher. On some days, you'll just be off, and so will they. Cut yourself some slack in that regard. That's a lesson that I've had to learn. I really want to be the best teacher that I can be, but some days I just don't get it right. And that is the nature of teaching. We're all human, right? You can also expect flashes of brilliance. You'll find them when you least expect it. Rare little rubies in your students' writing. Moments when you want to exclaim, "Hey everybody, listen to this!" Be alert so you can seize upon these moments whenever they arise. So I'll probably share this book with you later, but another writer talks about finding hidden gems. So I want you to always be looking for hidden gems in your students' writing, those flashes of brilliance. They're there. All right, also expect energy fluctuations. On certain days, you'll be more up than on others. Don't punish yourself for days when you can feel your energy flagging, and pay attention to what seems to be sapping your energy. And I think that's really important as a teacher. You have to recognize, when your energy is high and low, and what kinds of things give you energy as a teacher, and what might sap your energy. Also expect diversity, not conformity. I love this one. Creating 26 identical writing clones is most certainly not the goal of being a good writing teacher. Each of your students is unique, and you want to do everything you can to encourage that uniqueness. Remember, you tap into the strength of a community when you tap into its diversity. And that is just so true as a teacher. As you get to know each one of your students and their uniqueness and what they bring to the community, and you build that writing community, it's just so powerful. So you can also expect on-the-job training, right? This is a writing course. This is still an introductory course. You're still learning to write. I'm still learning to write. I'm still learning to be a writing teacher. So expect on-the-job training. Don't expect to have it all figured out ahead of time, because that's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You'll learn as you go. And what you learn from trial and error